If you've been on my channel before, you know what I'm about to say. All the takes in this video are objectively correct. I am better at the game than you are, and if you disagree with my opinions, unfortunately you are wrong. I bet your first gold stake was on checker deck, wasn't it? First, let me explain how we can identify a bad joker. I think there are 3 big main factors. 1. It's too hard to make work and is very unreliable. 2. The impact of the joker is not worth it. 3. There are simply better alternatives to it, preferably of the same rarity. If a joker checks out one of these factors, it's not that good. If it has 2 of these, it's pretty and isn't worth buying usually. And if it has all 3 of these, well, you will see. Also, no, I am not including obelisk in this top, but please keep watching anyway, okay? Now with the intro done, let's actually get to the top. Number 10 is green joker. Relaxed body. It's called green humor. I think a joker that scales with played hands and can be downgraded whenever you use your most flexible resource is not a good thing to get on your run. It's hard to make this joker work unless you play pair or high card, but in case you do, here's Supernova, which is also a common card, and like green joker can't be reset. Or here's Hit the Road, for example, which is yes, has harsher punishment for resetting it, but it actually works with a much wider variety of decks and can be scaled as easily. Also, since green joker is plus multi and not X multi, it's not as good as steel cards, which you can dig for by using, yeah, you guessed it, discards. That's not even considering many jokers that work with discards. Or what about purple seals? I do think that green joker can be used to score in earlier antes, but even then there's better alternatives with less harsh conditions. You will probably have an easier time climbing antes with ice cream and popcorn while also making more money off the hands you saved. Number 9. Cloud 9. Alright, let me explain why 9s and 7s are the worst cards in the game and why you should always remove them whenever you get the chance. Faces have a bunch of jokers for them. All number cards have Odd Tot and even Steven, which are both pretty good, but putting those aside, Aces got Trades and Scholar. 2s have Wee Joker, 3s, 5s and 8s have Fibonacci, 4s and 10s have Walkie Talkie, and 6s have Sixth Sense. 7s are the worst number cards that have 0 jokers made for them, and then we got 9s. 9s only got Cloud 9 as the joker that works with them. 9s are the second worst card to have, since this joker not only doesn't help you fix your deck or score, but it also doesn't even pay you that good. As an economy joker, Cloud 9 is very lackluster and requires you to spend much more money on Arcana and Spectral packs to get it to an actual decent value. There are much better alternatives to get money that don't require you to fill your entire deck with cards that have no synergy whatsoever. Like Golden Joker, that will basically do the same exact thing, except it's easier to find and it doesn't care if you don't have a lot of 9s. The only good trait that Cloud 9 has is that it will work reliably bad. At number 8, we got Delayed Gratification. At the end of the round, you get $2 for every unused discard. 6 or 4 coins around isn't that bad, and it sounds pretty reliable. Plus, if you get discard vouchers, you can get even more money. Wait, this is awesome. Why is this joker even on the list again? Oh, right. You only get your money if you didn't use any discards at all. This is just so fucking dumb. Why would anyone keep this joker? Even when I'm playing high card, I want to dig through my cards to find blue seals and my steel kings. I don't just play whatever pops in my hand, hoping to score enough. Sometimes you need to use at least one discard. And if you do that, oh well, sorry, not a single penny for you. This joker also anti-synergizes with to-do list and mail rebate, which both can get you a lot more money than gratification can even dream of. And again, don't forget about all the jokers that synergize with these cards I already mentioned for green joker. And please, don't think you can get some value out of this joker in early game. You'll have to discard, or your run would end much sooner than you wanted. Number 7. Satellite. Remember when I said that Cloud 9 sucks because it requires you to spend money on packs to scale? No? Are you fucking stupid? I said that like just a minute ago. Anyway, Satellite has even worse scaling than Cloud 9, requiring you to spend at least $4 to get just one. It's literally a definition of a scam. You need to open like 9 Celestial packs that will cost at least $4 each, sometimes even 8 or 6, and always level up different hands to get Satellite to give you 9 coins per round. By the time you actually manage to do that for whatever dumb reason, these 9 coins aren't even worth it anymore, because you literally get half of that with interest. You can literally make more profit from a single Arcana pack, with the Devil, Magician, Temperance and Hermit, and those aren't even jokers, so they won't take a precious joker slot from you. In conclusion, much better alternatives, never worth it, reliably terrible. By the way, if you want to help me score in this YouTube blind, be sure to scale my subscriber number or add an extra like to this video. Or if you're rich and preferably hot, you can support me on my Coffee page. Can we make it to 10 subscribers before 2027? I think yes, so please help me reach this impossible goal. Back to the video. Number 6. Seance. Or Sense, I don't know. Not only this Joker is guilty of being French, but it's also incredibly hard to make payoff. It works with one and only one hand out of 12 there are in the game. But is the effect good? Yeah, actually it's pretty decent. Spectral cards are quite nice. What is not nice is playing a straight flush, the rarest hand you can get without heavy deck tweaking. I really doubted that the resources you would need to dump into reliable straight flushes would pay off through Seance. If you really wanna get spectral cards, may I recommend a better alternative? It's called Seance. Besides being an easier way to get spectral cards, this guy also makes your deck lighter and easier to dig through and requires no setup with tarot cards. Yes, you will usually only get 4 spectral cards, but you will probably get all of them in just a couple of antes. Meanwhile, setting up Seance might take you the entire run, all while it takes up a Joker slot doing absolutely nothing. The only reason I don't want to call it completely useless is because I guess if you're already running a straight flash build, this Joker will be very beneficial to you. In any other scenarios, however, it's just simply better to instantly sell it. Number 5. Square Joker. This guy fucking sucks. Like, straight up. Not only he's ugly as hell, looks weird and probably smells, but he also fucks up in all 3 categories I mentioned before. This guy gains pathetic 4 chips for every hand played with exactly 4 cards, even if they don't score. Scaling without scoring is probably the only good thing about this Joker, but the insignificant 4 chips per hand is a joke. Literally any other Joker that gains chips is better than Square in all scenarios. Legit, you need to play 13 hands to get this guy to 50 chips. Now, is he reliable? No. Besides the psychic existing, you won't be able to score well with only 4 cards unless it's 4 of a kind early on. You usually need to go for full houses and flushes early game to even pass the blinds. Playing 2 pairs will guarantee your death. Once you make it out of early game, you still don't need Square Joker because his scaling sucks massive ass. I guess if a nuclear explosion happened and it kills the other 149 Jokers, Square Joker would be finally viable, but until then, he goes straight into the trash can, where he rightfully belongs. Number 4. Splash. Now, all the previous Jokers in this list have their uses. Terrible ones or rare ones, but uses nevertheless. This piece of shit, however, makes no sense to me. It is completely useless for hands that play 5 cards, like full houses, straights and flushes, and it barely does anything for other hands as well. If you are playing pairs or high cards, it's better to have a bunch of steel and gold cards in your hand, helping you score and make money. Why would I play my steel blue seal king for 10 fucking chips? It's literally better to sell this Joker and buy a planet card. I really can't think of a scenario where this Joker enables some kind of a smart and cool play, or at least carries you around through early rounds. No, it's just a piece of shit. Cursed Eye of BALATRO. It will never be a gem, and if this Joker disappeared from existence right now, I don't think a single person would be sad about it. At number 3 is Banner. From a truly worthless Joker to an insulting one. First, we already established that chips are less valuable than multi, because there is no X chips Jokers. Second, 30 fucking chips for a discard? What a ripoff. You might as well use this single discard to find a stone card or 2 and get more chips than you could with this horrible Joker. Fucking blue Joker will give you more chips than Banner if you don't use any discards. There's also Mystic Summit, right here. Look, next to the banner in the Joker collection. See what it does? It gives you 15 multi and lets you get value out of your discards. What about Scary Face? Odd Thought can give you more chips value than Banner. What is this nonsense? And that's only the same rarity Jokers. There's Bull and Stuntman, mugging Banner in every way possible. Banner is terrible for early antes and not viable whatsoever for later ones. There are far better alternatives of all rarities, as well as far more value in using your discards. Red deck fans, unite as one. Number 2. Matador. No. Matador is a Joker that failed at the concept stage. Out of 28 existing boss blinds, you can always trigger only 8 of them. All suit Jokers, Plant, Pillar, Flint and Verdant Leaf. The Eye, Mouth and Psychic will only trigger if your hand doesn't score, and the Arm will only trigger if your level gets decreased. The Ox is only triggered if your money gets set to 0. So if you had $20, you triggered the effect and lost all of your money, Matador won't help you earn them. It will only make you lose 8 less coins. So, this Joker will do nothing for 2/3 of the game, and it only might do something on the boss blind. Look, all these boss blinds will not trigger Matador. You can have a Matador for entire 8 Andes run, and it can just not get triggered a single time. How the fuck is this card even considered rare? Well, good thing it's getting reworked soon. If not for that, I might have put this thing as the worst Joker in the game. But alas, there is something even more terrible than Matador. Number 1. 8-ball. If I were in a room with 8-ball Joker and I had a gun with 2 bullets, I would strangle 8-ball and then shoot myself. This Joker is the most unreliable, weakest and boring Joker in the entire game. 25% chance for a tarot card every time an 8 gets scored is pathetic. It's worse than the meteors that caused the dinosaurs to go extinct. You can dig through your entire deck for 4 of a kind consisting only 8s, waste all of your discards, and even then there's no guarantee that you're getting a single tarot card. Speaking of tarot cards, unfortunately there is no common alternative to 8-ball. However, having a golden Joker in your run would give you enough money for an Arcana pack every single shop. And those Arcana packs, they let you choose between 3 different tarots. 8-ball doesn't help you score. It doesn't let you get valuable consumables, it doesn't help you with your money, it doesn't help you with your economy, and it doesn't scale. In conclusion, I want to quote Confucius, a great Chinese philosopher who once said the following: "When life gives you 8-ball, go to options and press the new run button." Thank you for watching my video, hope you enjoyed it. Check out my Discord if you wanna join a community of roguelike gamers. Not all of them are as cool and humble as I am, of course, but it's still a nice place. Have a good night.